Hello, and welcome to this super simple introduction to digital business cards. Whether you're brand new to them or you've never heard of them, I will be sharing just a bit about how this useful and even free online tool can help you to be more efficient with your networking. I've created this mini tutorial because I have been having so much fun with it and it's been generating buzz, and even though I'm new to it, I have to say I'm really enjoying using a digital business card, and I think you will enjoy using it as well. So follow along. I'm Teresa Thomas. I'm the founder of Win Win Connects, which is all about connecting people, possibilities, and purpose. The ways that I do that: I'm the author of Win Win Networking, your guidebook to confident and effective connections, as well as 50 Fun Things, Enjoy the Small Things, and 50 Fun Things for a Writer's World. I've been leading a group called Women in Networking for about 15 years. And the group went from being an in person networking group in the Twin Cities of Minnesota to now being a private LinkedIn group, which is sharing tools for networking across not only the country, but around the world. And lastly, I created 50 Fun Things, which is a tool and an experience that leads people to reconnect with their joy, what matters to them, and their fulfillment. It's for teams and individuals. All right, do you remember this thing? Some of you may not. This thing is called a Rolodex. For those of us who remember using these, they sat on our desk, they took up valuable real estate, and they contained all of our connections. Well, I guess mostly professional connections because we had an address book at home that we used for our friends and family. But in the Rolodex, we had the connections that we had, collegial, vendor relationships, um, clients. And this is where we would turn to find those people that we wanted to stay connected with. Now, fast forward to today, and we are connecting in so many different ways. Think about all the connections you have on LinkedIn and your other social media. I don't know that they would fit in this Rolodex. And while I do miss the visual reminder of who to connect with, it just wasn't the best use of space. And now we have more innovative tools to help us with our networking. Okay, can you relate to this? Business cards piled on your desk, uh, being afraid to throw them away because we want to make sure that you remember to follow up with them or to enter the contact information into your database or your CRM. And well, frankly, it made me feel a little overwhelmed with all the business cards that I would receive because, well, I network as a big part of my profession. So you can only imagine how many business cards I had. Enter the dawn of the digital business card. So what is a digital business card anyway? Well, it's an easy innovation that is just a way to automatically share your contact information, uh, and easily update it along with your photo, your bio, your social media, you name it. You can put it on your digital business card, and it is super easy to share. I'll be walking you through that in just a moment. All right, so do we still need the paper business cards? Well, that depends. I'm a big believer in networking in the way that best works for you. And if business cards, the paper ones, if they serve your purpose, maybe the type of clientele you work with, or just your own personal preference, then by all means keep using the paper business cards. But you may want to also explore having a digital business card in addition. Okay, some benefits of having a digital business card. I have to tell you, this list of 10 benefits, I was able to pull it together probably in 10 seconds because it's so clear to me what the benefits are. The first is it's a welcome innovation. It's something new that it's always with me. I don't have to worry about, did I leave my business cards at home, or do I have enough? Uh, or are they in good shape? All of that. There, as long as I have my phone with me, I have my digital business card with me on it. The apps, there are many apps out there that are free or low cost, and they're easy to use. I'll be sharing about the one that I use in just a moment. But not only are you able to share your digital business card from your phone, you can also have it create a QR code that you use elsewhere. You could use it online. You could print it on, say, a banner, you name it. You can use it in different ways. It's very easy to update it. Within moments, you can change your bio, switch out the website you want to list, or your contact information, or add a way to contact you. It's super easy and it literally takes moments. It's easily updatable. So when you have a change, so for example, a few years ago, I had business cards made and designed and printed, and I was so excited and had a specific website I was planning to use at that time. And well, when the pandemic hit, I had no use for paper business cards. And over the course of 3 years, some things changed in my business. I was no longer using that particular website. And really, there was no point in me using those business cards because they were outdated and it doesn't reflect well to have an outdated business card. So I felt really bad throwing them away. And when I learned about digital business cards and saw how easy they were to use, it was a big relief. Saves you money and time. So, not just the cost for printing and reordering, but if you hire a designer to create your card, the apps for digital business cards, they have a structure that built-in design. And if you upgrade, I'm sure you can modify the designs even more. But what they offer is attractive and useful, and you can add, yeah, your photo on that, and it will always stay up to date. It also saves you a lot of time because when you scan a digital business card, or when somebody scans yours, that contact information automatically gets saved. So if somebody scans my card and they click that they want to save my contact information, they don't have to type it all in. And on a digital business card, you can share so many ways to connect. So share the ones that work best for you. And it could be Instagram. I saw that they even have Pinterest. They have any kind of social media that you're using. For myself, I for sure want to have my LinkedIn profile on there, and my website, and my email, of course. And I have my Instagram for 50 fun things on there. So you can customize it and add lots of ways to contact you, learn about what you do, and you don't have the minimal space that you would have on a business card where you can only list maybe name, email, phone number, and website, and your logo. So anyway, that's a big benefit. And it's a way to share information with each other super quickly. So really, you just hold up your phone and the app, and the person scans it. I'm just going to pull up mine in here. So first of all, you can see, oops, you can see that I've got two versions here, right? So that's another cool thing, is you can choose, like for me, I did a work one and a personal one. But say you have a professional career that need a business card for, and you have a side business. Well, you could have a business card for each. So that gives you a lot of different ways to use it. And so when somebody scans my business card, then they automatically get asked to, if they would like to save my contact information. and it will prompt them if they would like to share their information with me as well. So that's a super easy and quick way to exchange information. Okay, so here is a little story I wanted to share with you that is what prompted me to create this mini tutorial. All right, so I had gone to a birthday party for a colleague. And while I was there, I ran into another wonderful colleague who said, "Well, you must meet this person." And the person she wanted to introduce me to asked for my business card. Well, I was at a birthday party and yeah, it was for a colleague, but I hadn't really, I wouldn't have thought to bring business cards. But again, you remember I threw those out. And so I said, "Well, I have a digital business card." And uh, she was fascinated by it. So she scanned my business card. And not long after, people started gathering around to see what this digital business card was and to scan it for themselves. And it created a lot of interest and connection. And um, that led to her following up the very next day and saying, "Hey, we have a program for young leaders visiting from the Ukraine, and I would love it if you would present to them on networking to help them be prepared for connecting with the leaders that they will meet while they are here. And this digital business card would be perfect for them." So I gave the presentation, and the very next day, I got them set up with the digital business card, and it created even more excitement. I was a little nervous, I have to admit, that I was wondering how the professional leaders would. How they would respond to the digital business card. But I have to tell you that they got super excited about it too. And they were all asking, to scan the students' business cards and um, with each other. And then, so yeah, it was a lot of fun and created a lot of connection. So it generated excitement. It connected across generations because, of course, the youth, they catch it onto it immediately. And then those of us who are a little more seasoned, we want to be in the know too, and we want to stay connected. And so this is a great way to do that. And I'm really enjoying using it, and I'm still learning. And I'm sure there are way more that digital business cards can do that I'm about to find out. Okay, so here are the youth leaders as they are, they're going in and they're adding, they're setting up their digital business uh, card accounts after they scan mine, and it took them less than a minute to get set up with the app and to have a digital business card where I suggested they add what information they want the leaders to know about them, what are their goals for connecting while they are here. And it made it so easy. And if you can imagine, um, when they were here, like they didn't have to pay for something. It was a free app, and they were coming all the way from the Ukraine. They're not going to want to pack business cards either on the way here or on the way back. This is something that stays with them easily on their phone. Okay, so here is my online, my digital business card. I happen to use an app called Hi Hello, and you know how I learned about Hi Hello? From networking. Yes, someone that I met through networking. She didn't have paper business cards. I scanned hers and I was fascinated. I'm like, okay, I gotta get set up with this myself. So on the left side, you can see what my digital business card looks like when somebody first sees it, and well, after they scan that code, which if you would like to scan it, try it out. So get your smartphone out, get your camera, and just when you open up the camera feature, it will scan this code and ask you if you want to save my contact information. And if you would like to follow me on LinkedIn, that is the very best place to follow me, where I share networking tips and opportunities for networking. So set yours up now, and then I would love it if you would put in the comments how you like it, or are you using a different app for your digital business card? And what features do you enjoy most? So, uh, we're all better networkers when we learn about additional networking tools. So please share what works for you, maybe what questions you have. Again, I'm not an expert on this. I'm learning as well. And let's make the most of this innovative tool. Speaking of what's coming up, I will soon be releasing the e-course for win-win networking strategies. It had been an in-person workshop. Well, it still is, but I have taken everything that I share in that workshop and made it into a self-paced e-course, and have recently updated it with the changes that have been happening over the past few years, especially now that we're doing online networking. So if you are interested in the e-course, you can scan this code. This is a different code to get an alert when the e-course is available. So scan that now, and then that will be another way where you'll get networking tips and prompts to help you practice your networking and put it into practice. And for women in business, I will be facilitating an online workshop. You can join us from wherever you may be. And it is back to business with women in networking. And I will be guiding participants to take a look at how they're networking and what needs to be adjusted and fine tuned as they go back to business this fall. And maybe some of the things that you've been doing aren't working for you anymore, or you likely have some different goals. So I'll guide you to set up a networking strategy that moves you forward on your goals. And the other event that is coming up for in person, this is only available in the Twin Cities, Minnesota, but that will be on September 20th. And I'm super excited to be returning to in person networking. I'm also beginning to train other facilitators to use the Win Win Connects tools to lead networking in their areas. And I'm super excited that we have someone locally here in Minnesota that is becoming our very first trainer, and another person who is in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and she'll be starting her networking group using these tools this fall. So stay tuned for that. All right, check out the comments and share your insights about how this online digital business card works for you, and learn from others as they post to. Thank you. And I usually say happy connecting, but today, happy connecting. Sorry about that. I love puns.